Welcome back. It's European playoff time. We didn't get a place in Europe by losing the cup final. That place went to the league, apparently. So we are fighting for the last European place. So we've got a couple of games. Hopefully this may be a double header. It may not be. It may be 2 episodes. We'll find out after the break. Okay then, so we have got Podbrezova, who finished 4th. We got almost as many points as them in the end, but obviously we were playing this lot of dross, and they were playing all the best teams. So we ended up with a lot easier end to the season, which we made the most of. We got into this position. However, it's only 3 days after the last league game of the season, which hopefully means they'll be as tired as we will. And I think that's about as good a lineup as we're going to get. We've done very little in the way of training. I think I've already set up the opposition instructions. No, I haven't. So it's a good job I checked. Okay, they play a 4-4-2. Our last league game of the season, I was quite pleased with my tactical acumen in that one. They played a very narrow formation, so it was like, right, well, we're going to focus out wide then, because we've got, fullbacks and wingers out there. They only had fullbacks. And I couldn't believe when I saw it how narrow their formation is when their pitch was about as wide and as short as it could possibly get. So I do not know why they were just concentrating everything down the middle. Right, okay. Let's go. I'm not sure whether that will have helped or not. But yeah, it was almost as wide as it was long, this pitch, and we had acres of space out wide and took full advantage of it. 1-2-0. So we go into this, hopefully, with a bit of confidence. Dukla, Banska, Bystrica and Rosenberok are in the other playoff game. Oh, Lebersorga did well there, keep that in. Some of these boys are approaching their last game for us. Certainly Vulcek, obviously. Today could be his last game if it doesn't go well, because he's only on loan and he's off in July. Mislovic, he can't finish. Just can't finish. I mean, yeah, his finishing is not great. It's a 9. Well, we have been all over them to start with, but we've started games like that before. Started games with goals and been comfortably up at half time before, and seen how that's gone in the past. Oh, talking of Przalka, they're annoyingly preserving their status as we speak. They're in a playoff to avoid relegation, which they are currently winning. Van Truba, who I think Van Truba might well be someone that gets a lot of game time next season. Assuming I'm still here. I mean, for all I know, if we fail on this, I could still get sacked. I don't know. They might just be waiting to the end of the season because, I mean, obviously the cup run was successful and we did well. But if... Oh, Thomas Vulcek. Well, if he keeps doing stuff like that, this won't be his last game for us. And what a lovely way to sign off if it is. I mean, obviously I hope not, because that means we'll throw away a lead, but look at that. Oh, off the underside of the bar, just outside the box. Lovely stuff. Right, let's not throw it straight away. Okay. Okay, well done, Vilcek. A stormer of a game so far, isn't he? Cue horrendous mistake. Oh, fair? No. Offside anyway. And we won't speak of the offside in the cup final that wasn't. In my defence, if it had just shown me a replay and proved that he wasn't onside, all that whinging would have gone because I'd have known it was the correct decision. I shouldn't have to edit a video to find out that they were right. Basically, would have been nice if the game had told me straight up rather than making it really look like something dodgy was going on. I mean, when you ask for evidence of something and... Oh, hello. Okay, Labersorger is injured, so Hranica is going to have to come on. And if Labersorger is badly injured, that could be his last game for the club because he's on loan. And will probably not be coming back because it's quite difficult to get players back. I found even from affiliates who always seem to want to sort of try them out in a different environment. Oh, it's a good save, Capino. Well done. Push that ball powerfully away. Right, come on, boys. We're letting them back into this. Although that is their first shot, but that's not the point. Ruzon Berok are winning the other game. Petralka are 2-0 up and their opponents have missed a penalty. So, yeah. That's going their way completely, isn't it? Oh. Well held. Alright, a bit more encouragement, which they probably won't like because they don't tend to like it that much when they're winning. Right, people are getting tired out there, but theoretically they should also be getting tired. They played on the same day we did. At the same time. Everyone played at the same time on that last day of the season. Right, Pavlovic, come on, son. Let's get up the pitch. Oh, hello, he's found Fair and acres of space. Is he on for a change? Looks like it is. Fair makes it 2. There's a lovely breakaway, and Pavlovic here spotted the run of Fair, wheeled away from the centre-back. Was nowhere near him. Brought it down nicely, and not the greatest of finishes. Goalkeeper could have done better with that, I think. I think maybe the power beat him. Let's be kind to him and say the power beat him. But if Capino had let that in, I'd have been miffed. Put it that way. Oh, that's a shocking... You're supposed to be the playmaker, Mislovic. What do you actually do? I've never quite known. And immediately... Well, fortunately, that's offside. But all I ever seem to see you do is misplaced passes and not finished chances. Even though your attributes say that you really should be able to do that job quite well. Okay, there's quite a bit of time added on in this first half. So there is plenty of time left. Let's get the ball under control. Good work, Vilcek. Nicely done. Okay, there you go. Studiously ignoring Mislovic. Hence the reason this attack has actually got somewhere. Oh, Pavlovic into the side netting. Unlucky, he's having a cracking game. Front three are playing pretty well. Right, things are going well. Yeah, see, Mislovic. 6.6, just in the middle there. I might bring Yanko on at some point. Seems to do more noticeably good things. Hey. Alright. Okay, again, they're another team that are pretty central. Looking at this, there's like a fairly solid block in there, aren't they? So let's see if we can't cause them more problems by attacking out wide. We already play quite wide as it is, but if we actually focus the play down the flanks as well, that's going to be cut out. And well, Van Truber has gone and got the ball. What are these passes? I use the word passes very loosely, because at the moment you're just lumping the ball in a general direction, and I don't like it. I'm going to demand more, and that'll upset you. You don't like it when I do that. All right, come on. It's another counter from a corner. Go on. He's in space. Oh, how to make a mess of a perfectly good counter attack. The Zelina bestseller coming to bookstores near you. All right. Okay, Vulchek is somewhat tired. We'll give it a little bit longer. Actually, no, we won't. We will take Vulchek off, and we will take Marchiori off and put Mlinar on. And then about 10 minutes time or so, we might just shake that central midfield up as well. Right, come on boys, we haven't done enough. Okay, happy for that to be a highlight all day long. Okay lads, see, I'm only slightly worried about taking Steele off. Mislovic finally does something and it hits the post. Yeah, like I said, I'm slightly worried about taking Steele off because Juriska just doesn't have much in the way of pace. But I think because how tired he is, we are going to have to take him off, I think. And Yanko is coming on as well for the frankly disappointing Mislovic. Right, and we'll now drop this down to our more defensive attitude. Okay, can't do the shout at the moment. Line up. Oh, tipped over. It's a corner. Pavlovic to swing it in. Really score many headed goals from corners. I don't remember the last time we did one. Okay, highlight is still going. Lackey brings it down. Okay, line up. Gets it into Van Truber. Verheer, is he on? Doesn't matter. Missed anyway. Good work, Verheer. Although he is still at least playing better than Gajdos was in those last few games that he played. So, can't complain about his contribution this season. Right, come on lads. Let's see this out. Yanko, nice ball. Verheer, out to Van Truber. Gets it back into Verheer. It's another good save. Looks lively, Verheer. I think I was looking at selling him at the start of the season. I'm really glad I didn't now. It's proven to be pretty useful. Right, let's tell them to focus and just edge up the time wasting a little bit. And hopefully this will be this should be just the end of the game. Any luck? There we go, Capino's onto it. He's been a good pickup as well. One or two ropey performances, but generally speaking he is reliable back there tends to knock in somewhere around a 7 most weeks. So, what pass was that? That was awful. Well done, Stojanovic. But yeah, very, very happy we picked him up. Even though we've got plenty of young goalkeeping talent at the club, it's really good to have a good, solid starter in place. Right, well, we are through to the European Places final, and that will be up next. Okay then, European playoff final. It's Ruzon Berok. So basically, the 2 lowest ranked sides in this playoff are in the final. They play, I believe, the same sort of 4-4-2 as we have just faced, and I know this is tempting fate, tend to do reasonably well against. I'm not quite sure if this is actually at home or where it is, but this is for a place in Europe, boys, and is, well, alongside that cup final, the biggest game we have played. They have made a lot of changes. We haven't. And I'm beginning to wonder if that may have been a mistake. Although we're not that tired, nor are they. So, okay, well, we'll see. Right. They seem to play okay. Pick up where you left off. Played alright last time. I told him it was a massive match. Trust you to make the difference. Let's give them all the trust. Yes, apparently this is at home. So, not quite sure why we're playing at home, but I will accept it. And right, hang on a second. I just want to zoom in a little. There we go. I had zoomed out previously because the bottom of the pitch wasn't in view. It must have been one of those wide ones. But in our own dear home stadium, it is in view. Okay, that's an early chance. I think it's coming towards us. No, maybe not. Fair, nicely in. Nicks it. Fair. Oh, he's cracked it off the post. And it's going to be their throw. He was onside. That was a good chance to score. Okay, yeah, they're a little wider spread than the last team we came up against. Right, let's throw out some encouragement. All right. Mislevic, who keeps his place in the side, because I basically keep on forgetting to replace him. Oh, that could have gone anywhere. Didn't fall to one of our lads in the box. Pavlovic, who has got booked but is playing okay. All a little on the mediocre side, but a bit more encouragement. Cagey, I think, is what we could call this one so far. Cagey. Okay. Right, they seem to be letting us come onto them. So, I think what we're going to do is we are going to push up a bit. Going to try it. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. But, aye. Interesting camera work. Oh! was a great save in the first place, and then how he flashed that all the way across that goal, I do not know. Right, they have suddenly started getting shots and chances. We need to do something, boys, because we have done precious little apart from that one chance that Fair could have done a lot better with. Is that Mislovic actually getting a shot on target? Surely not. Okay. Oh, Pavlovic with a terrible touch. Forward boys are not having the best of days. Marchiori. He's left-footed. Not doing a lot out there though, is he? Let's try pushing him a bit further forward. He's not having a good day. We'll have to have words with him at half time. Rest of the team generally solid, but certainly unspectacular. This has been particularly cagey. Right. Yeah, I'm going to tell them I'm far from pleased. I won't talk to Marchiori specifically because he seemed to have been fired up allegedly by the team talk, so we'll see what happens. Okay. I'm not overly impressed, Marchiori, I have to say. Linar might be making his way into this game at some point. Oh, Carol Bednar! What a strike! I've got a funny feeling Marchiori actually got the assist for that. Let's have a look. Mislovic. Yep, Marchiori lays it back to Bednar, who fires it into the far corner. And all of a sudden, Marchiori is not playing disastrously badly. Okay. Right. I am just going to actually drop this back a little bit because I don't want us getting excessively tired chasing the ball around when we've actually got the lead already. Okay, unfortunately Bednar and Pavlovic might have to come off soon because they are tired. Some fresh legs on. Fair. Go on, there you go. Pavlovic. Not ideal. Oh, that's poor though. Marchiori knocks it into Pavlovic. Oh, he's offside anyway. Fairhair's also not playing particularly well. Right. Now we've got some very tired legs in midfield out there. Okay, Pavlovic is also on a booking, so Petric is going to come on for him. Janko is going to come on for the disappointing Mislovic. Well, I say he's disappointing. Actually, no. Gajdos is going to come on for the disappointing Fair. Everyone else is going to stay out there for a bit. Okay. Right, do our usual. Okay. Oh, hello. Marchiori's picked it up. Back to Mislovic. Patrick couldn't get there. Full check in what will be his last game for us. Probably Lebersorga likewise. Gajdos buries it for 2-0. Does what Fairhair couldn't. And got a lot of tired legs out there now. But what we are going to do is put Yanko and Slavic in. And I've got one more sub as well that I can make actually, which means I'm going to put Uljaki in for Stojanovic. Just get a bit of fresh legs in that defence. Okay, actually offer up a bit of praise for a change. Patrick whips it over. Just can't get there, but Marchiori will pick it up. Plays it back to Ventruba! Or Van Truba even. It's 3-0. Right, well, up the time wasting. Surely now. It's just a shame we did not see this Zilina for the first 20-odd games of the season. If we'd have seen, well, almost 20 games of the season, we started to get it together after that Petralka fiasco. When I changed to this tactic, actually, I think. But, oh, hello, Gajdos. Oh, my word. Running them ragged back there. But yeah, if we could have seen this in the first half of the season, I think we probably could have qualified for Europe quite happily anyway. In all honesty. Although obviously those last 10 games would have been against much tougher opposition. But it is good to know that basically against... Oh dear, that was odd pass, Lebersorga, but it doesn't really matter. It's full time. 3-0. Come on, boys. Excellent win. Made the most of our chances there. Fantastic win. I'm not going to criticise anyone, because we have just made Europe. And I'm hoping that will mean a bit of moolah. Because boy do we need it. Okay, we've won the European Places playoff final. Which means what? What do we get for this? Okay. Bear with me. Okay, we are paying a collective bonus for finishing 7th. Right. Well, I'll come back in a bit and see if I can update you as to what this actually means and what we've qualified for, because at the moment I still don't know. Well, it took a little bit of tracking down because they never actually officially said, but looking at the league table, we are in the Europa Conference League and we have had the budgets for next season. They're not sensational by any means, but the wage budget is a good 100,000 higher than they were previously saying, and the transfer budget has pretty much doubled as well. And being as I tend to pick people up on freebies, we might be able to put a lot of that transfer budget into wages as well. Given the people who are probably leaving at the end of the season, we have somewhere in the region of 250,000 in terms of wage budget, which is 4 or 5 good quality players. Obviously, if we can put some of that transfer budget in, it's probably another couple. So we could really bolster this squad, hopefully, in the transfer window. and maybe really challenge for something next season. Not sure the title is an option, but top half has got to be on the cards. This team has been playing well enough in the last few months to be top half anyway, as we've proven by actually qualifying for Europe. And yeah, I think that we could certainly make a run for just automatic European qualification. Maybe have a stab at the cup again, and if the off season goes really well, we could even push for the title. Although it's quite a gap to bridge, I think, in terms of our wages and theirs. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our European playoff action, and I've now got a busy couple of months in the close season to get through and see if I can improve this squad enough to, like I say, challenge for something a little bit more interesting next season rather than having to try and scrape into Europe via the back door. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time for some lovely transfer updates, which I know you love. Bye bye for now.